Dr. Dean TV. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
So you guys, I've been mentoring you for many years, and you want to tell me something really interesting, don't you? About what you've been doing as a family in the lockdown, and you've created something exciting. So can you tell me a bit about what you've been doing?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Other than watching stuff you shouldn't be watching.
Well,
All right, go on.
I think we came to a point as a family, I guess, where we were really sort of bored, and I think mum sort of came up with an idea where everyone individually got assigned a task given to all of us, a surah each. And what we'd had to do was basically go and do all our research. We had the internet, we had, about a week's time. And she said, I want you to come and tell us 3 things about each assigned surah. And so she told us to get the background, some lessons, and a few main messages of the surah. And we went ahead and did that.
So we created presentation, like slides based on the surah that she gave us. We are quite a big family, so it was about 8 of us.
MashaAllah.
Me and my husband. I got Surah Maryam, he got Surah Mulk.
I got Surah Mulk.
And the guy next to you is your brother, yeah?
Yeah.
Just so people don't know. Okay, mashallah. Obviously.
Yeah.
So do you want to take turns to give me what you presented, and then at the end thing's really exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go first. So like we were saying earlier, Mum was talking. She gave us all a surah to research, and she gave me Surah Maryam. So I'm gonna try show you the slides that I did.
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Okay. Just find.
I'm excited.
There it is. So, because I had some time in my hand, I thought I'd make it look pretty.
Yeah, go ahead. That looks nice. Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna do a really brief overview because of the time. But just go through some key lessons or suggestions for people sitting at home who want to do Quran at home.
So we broke up into 3 parts. So we did the background, the main messages of the surah, and then sort of the lessons that you can take. And that was interesting because everyone got to sort of share what lessons they took based on what I explained earlier. So Surah Maryam, it was just the background saying it was a Makki surah, and talking about the historical view of the surah, and then moving on to the messages that I learnt myself. So there are loads of articles and books you can read, but these were the messages that really resonated with me. And then
okay, great.
And then we did a Kahoot based on what I presented, which was the most fun part. I think the family
that's
really
the fun
enjoyed.
bit. Let's see the Kahoot.
Okay, so I think I've already opened it.
Quiz that you designed.
So this is based on what I made. I can show you sort of.
So how do you get to Kahoot for people who don't know?
You literally just type kahoot.com if you want to create a Kahoot.
Yeah.
And it's basically an online quiz that people can participate with their phones. So it's really nice for family, and you can like really make it yourself. So
so each one of you, every sibling created their own Kahoot as well.
Yeah, they did. Well,
your own presentation and your own Kahoot on your.
It started off with my sister, and then everyone sort of realized that Kahoot's really fun. And then from then on, we were like, you know what? Let's just all make a Kahoot to sort of quiz each other.
And then you added. I can see you added the haram beatbox.
I didn't get rid of music, but I think.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So there's a pin. I'm sorry, the music.
Yeah. You put the pin in. Yeah.
And then someone has to join you.
Yeah. Let me join real quick.
Demonstrate what it looks like.
So anyone can use it as long as you've got a phone.
Have you got a quiz that you've already created?
This is one.
This is one. This is loading or something.
My slides, and it was just 10 questions, 10 or 11 questions.
So she'd present the slides, and then everyone would have to obviously take notes, maybe listen, and then as soon as it's done.
It's fine. So these are the questions. So it's taken a bit of time to.
Is it loading?
Yeah. So I'll just show you the questions that I did, and they have 10 seconds to pick the answer, and then at the end we can really see who retained.
Oh, so everybody is on their phones and everyone's doing the quiz to see who gets the highest score.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay, great.
It's a nice little competitive way.
See if you retain any of the information that was done.
Taught you.
Yeah. So it was really good because I learned new stuff from this, and I'm sure.
Great. Fantastic. In terms of like the 8 of you, mashallah, how did you all do one quiz each?
Well, it was sort of ranged. Like me and the sister did the Kahoot, and the little sister, but my sister-in-law, she done a hangman. And that was quite interesting as well.
Is that in Kahoot as well, the hangman quiz?
No, this is separately. It's literally just on Google. She went on a hangman website and made like a nice little hangman on her.
What's the link for hangman? I'll add these in the description anyway. So Kahoot and hangman, yeah. Okay. Is it loading?
The quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me put. I got the game pin.
Yeah. Whilst that's loading, let me just ask you about the lockdown. How are you finding it as a Muslim family during this time? How is it?
I guess my thoughts and opinions on it. I feel it's brought a lot of us closer together, way more than we would have expected. Because especially with my dad, because he's always
keep talking with the haram music in the background. Keep going.
Okay, I've just entered.
And you put your name on.
I'm joking. Yeah, keep talking.
And so I think it was nice because we learned so much about each other. I mean, we don't usually have time to sit and talk. This gives us a nice chance to sort of...
I've got my phone here and...
Oh, you got it? Yeah, you're doing the quiz. I can see the quiz coming up. Okay, great. Looks great. The interface is good.
And
how many eyes do you sure? Okay.
And you pick whichever answer.
Yeah.
So it would be nice.
Okay.
You get it correct.
You got it right.
Like a podium with like different people.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's how it works.
You get the points.
Okay.
It's quite fun, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a lot more people.
Was that your quiz, Wasik?
Sorry?
This is mine.
This is
your sister's quiz, and then you
based on the slides that I just showed.
Okay. You know how passionate I am about the Quran and how I always find that we're really good. So the quiz is great. All your hard work, Allah reward all of you. Just a bit of advice in terms of what we're lacking. You know in Surah Al-Kahf, the Ashab Al-Kahf, the youth of the cave, do you know how many there were?
Relevant.
Exactly. No one knows because Allah doesn't give us numbers. What's important is the impactful message, the learning, the life-changing lessons, the ibrah from the Quran that people forget, and we get into numbers and how many surahs and which dates, names, and places, which is informational, not transformational. It's still fun. You can still do it, but all of us need to add in more value from the Quran in terms of how it can change our lives with the messages. So you can design questions that are more transformational, like, for example, go on.
I guess like when we were doing our presentations, we had a lot of lovely discussion. Like this was just to get sort of, a lot of information that people didn't know. And then obviously as we were presenting, we would be talking about, how this would affect their life. So mom would always ask us, okay, so you got all the content, you got all the information, that's good. Now, how does this relate to you? Like, for example, I had Surah Mutaffifin, it's about the defrauders. And it basically talks about how people in real life...
Is that the defrauders in the halal meat shop?
That's the one. That's the one.
Who are tripling the prices?
That's the one who, the halal meat shop.
I'm joking.
I of course we were joking, but I mean I can apply it to me in a real scale because coming from a business field, I guess. And
mashallah. So being honest in trade.
Yeah, honest in trade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best thing, and where we get at the end, I guess. Yeah.
That's a massive lesson, isn't it? Massive lesson. You're absolutely right in one way. The numbers in a quiz, quantitative data is easier to tap and choose, whereas qualitative data would be harder to make a quiz of. But it can be done with both in terms of like adding things like Musa alayhi salam. You could ask questions about his life in terms of how when he grew up, when he killed the man, was it a mistake? Was it deliberate? You could have a quiz with those questions.
Yeah.
And then you could follow in like saying family discussion about what happened when that happened, when the man died, what happened next.
Yeah.
And then how did it change his life? So applying those kind of stories will really be impactful, inshallah. But that's really, really amazing what you've done. So I'm going to encourage everybody to do the same thing. Have a Quran quiz with the family at home. They can still use their glued on addictive phones for this and make it much more fun and
Don't
engaging.
get us wrong, it did take
Yeah.
us like a good week, maybe 2 weeks for
To
some
get into
people
it.
to get into it. Like, and it was really good because I noticed my little sister,
Yeah.
Hasna, she doesn't really sort of.
The one you bully all the time.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
I really saw her indulge really deep into the meaning, and for me, it was a shock to see.
Wow.
She was watching Numan Ali Khan videos and all of this and that.
Yeah.
You know, getting books from here and books from that, and it was really sort of.
And
Oh, so
that's
she's
good.
using YouTube to do the research to do this task.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Great.
We
Okay.
ended up pulling up all like we have so many resources at home, alhamdulillah, like my parents buy all
Yeah.
these Qurans
Books
and all these
yeah.
translations.
Yeah.
Finally we got a chance to use it
them,
and
yeah.
actually flip through it. And
MashaAllah.
like, you know,
Amazing.
really
I'm just going to end with, you know, you were saying about it's brought you closer, it's given you more time together as a family. What else? So give me 2 positives and 2 things to be aware of that are dangers of being in this like, sort of like screen time or stuff that is really hard to go through, or even any struggles.
I guess 2 good things would be the fact that, you know, we can do our prayers together as a family. I feel like that's such a blessing.
MashaAllah.
You know, sometimes we don't get the chance to even be together, especially dad and mum all together. But alhamdulillah, you know, we pray all our prayers together. That's really
Yeah.
good.
So you're praying together.
Yeah.
we eat meals together as
We have
well.
meals together.
Eat
you
meals
know.
together.
Yeah, and
You're a very unusual family, aren't you? No, mashallah, it's great. Go on.
And I think one thing that I would sort of be aware of is the sense of time and how easily you can lose time, especially when you're indoors and you don't realize, you know, because I know a lot of people, like the little one as well, sometimes he does go on the PS4, you know, on the TV, lose track of time. But it's good to bring it back.
Does the little one get a desi slap? No, I'm joking.
Not like how we used to get it, you know.
All right. So little one's on PlayStation, and is that hard for him to get off it, or has he got
Sometimes.
work
So
to
at
do?
the beginning, it was very difficult at the beginning.
Yeah.
It was like there's nothing to do. I've done all my
Yeah.
homework. And then as we've gotten used to being at home and being quarantined, we've given him more activities. So we instead of playing online, we thought let's play a board game instead, or let's do this and let's do that. And
been way more efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Another positive or a challenge or anything that.
Definitely, you're gonna feel like, I'm sure people have already felt this, but like, you know, you're seeing the same people again and getting annoyed and whatnot. And I think even when you do get annoyed with someone, you do feel like there's a conflict coming up. This time has been really useful for us because we've come to a place where we're stuck, so we can't really run away from it. And so it's forced us to sort of like understand, okay, how do I communicate better? How do I speak better? How do I, you know, not say something and not hurt, you know, my family? And how do I, you know, talk to them better?
Great.
Even though you're stuck and you're having this conflict, we found, alhamdulillah, we found a way how to have interventions and speak properly and, you know, get through that sort of tough period, you know, when you are stuck.
Yeah, and you've got a cat in the house. Is that therapeutic?
And that helps a lot.
Yeah, stroking the cat. And from a counselor, what can you say about young people getting maybe anxiety or getting really feeling claustrophobic or fed up of being inside? What's your advice?
Oh yeah, understandable that it's going to happen to a lot of people, especially since, you know, we're all indoors and we're seeing the same faces again. I think when you are feeling anxious, it's important, as much as it is to be with people, it's also important to have some time to yourself, where you can just sit down and hear your thoughts and, you know, process the day, because hours are going by and you don't even feel it. Like, you know, you wake up now and then you're stuck in a place for an hour. So it's important to, in my opinion, it's important to make sure that you're utilizing your time well and you have like a goal for the day, and that really helps to keep motivated. And
Brilliant. Goal for the day. It's excellent advice. Yeah. So Asik, anything from you?
Self-reflection as well. I mean, as often as you can. And
is that in the mirror or?
Not so much in the mirror anymore, but
all right.
Yeah, all right. Really look into yourself. You know, it really does help every now and then, because you do send.
Okay, great. Yeah, reflecting. Brilliant. That's fantastic advice. And may Allah bless your family with the love of the Quran, and bless you all for the great work that you do. Inshallah, we'll talk again. Yeah, thank you very much. That was great. Is there anything you want to add?
Just one more thing.
Go on.
on Fridays, since we don't get to go for Jummah, we do this sort of live streaming of a known person. We do Ajmal Masroor from the local East London mosque, and honestly, if
so you do a live stream.
Yeah, he does a live stream from 1 o'clock to about 1:30, just a short message.
Oh, great!
And
so,
I feel like that's one of the most best things that you could possibly watch for 30 minutes, and he does an amazing job every week. And I love him.
Okay. So Ajmal Masood, or any of the khatibs that are engaging and relevant and really inspire us to get live stream khutbah, so that when we pray the Jummah, it's going to be impactful. Yeah.
Dr. D TV. Dr. D TV.